Hello everyone, peace of Christ to everybody. Uh, Today our video is extremely important and I want everybody to copy this video because we will make a study. I don't know how many videos I need to finish this study, but all of it is very important. So please don't cut it off, which means I have 10 minutes for each, but each one of them will continue the other one, will complete the other one. So we have to copy them all together, post them all together in the same line so people they can understand. In this analyzation, we will listen to a scholar of Islam reading from Quran description of heaven of Allah. And from description, we will see how we cannot and why we should not believe in this God who Muhammad called him Allah. But the fact he does not exist. God is not a name. God is about who is he. So let us see who is he. And we will see that this God is created to fit with those Bedouin people who live in the desert of Saudi Arabia. How? Let us see.
How does the Quran describe the Jannah? ووصف الجنة من الأحاديث الصحيحة, a description of paradise from the authentic sayings of the Messenger صلى الله عليه وسلم. وثالثا أقل الناس منزلة في الجنة. What is the lowest reward that a person will receive in the Jannah? What is the reward of the lowest person in the Jannah? So let us begin, and I ask you to lend me your ears and your hearts in order that you will feel the importance of this important topic. We begin by saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned the Jannah in many places in the Quran. From them, Surah Al-Insan, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, giving bushra or glad tidings to the believers. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم وجزاهم بما صبروا جنة وحريرا. And because they were patient, their reward was that they will be admitted to paradise wearing silk garments.
Now, you heard him, the God of Islam saying in his Quran that he is promising Muslims to have or to wear silky clothes. He just started and right away start with the clothes you will wear. Is that important? So you will see in the heaven of Islam is not important being there with God. It is the most important what God will give you. And what he will give you, it is not something spiritual. It is something physical. Clothes, bracelet, gold, silver, money, women, wine, boys, food, fruits, honey, milk. Is that a heaven? So when the God of Islam, he is promising Muslims that they will wear silky clothes, he is talking to those Bedouin who dream to wear those clothes. You know, do you think the God of Islam, if he exists today, and he is making this surah today, which means Muhammad, making this verse today, he will make it as the same? Or he will add, I will give you silky clothes, iPod, DVD, Paltalk, chat rooms, internet connection, you know, a cell phone plan. Come on, silky clothes, who give a damn about silky clothes? Let us laugh more.
لا يرون فيها شمسا ولا زمهريرا. When they are in the Jannah, they will be riding or reclining on raised thrones. And they will not feel the heat of the sun, and they will not feel any bitter cold.
Okay, now in here, this is another proof that this is a promise made for those Bedouin. Listen carefully. You will be sitting in the couches. For the Arab at that time, only people who live in the Roman Empire land or the Persian, they have those because they are wealthy. The Arab land was extremely poor. So having couches is only for someone is really rich. So the God Allah promising you will have a couch. Hey Allah, I have many of them. You want one? What kind of promise is that promise? In the same time, you will see Allah saying, I will give you, or I will make you sit in the shade. In the shade? What does that mean?
feel the heat of the sun, and they will not feel any bitter cold.
Okay, so Allah is talking to those Bedouin because at night it's extremely cold, especially in winter, and in daytime it's extremely hot. So Allah is giving you good news. Listen carefully. I will install air conditioning for you there. What do you want more? You know, Allah is describing His heaven that I will make you sit in the shade. You know, I wonder if Allah is talking to someone who lives in Alaska, do you think He will say to him, I will let you sit in the shade? If Allah is talking to the Eskimo, do you think He will make the verse the same way? He will change it upside down because those people, they are not looking for shade, they are looking for the sun. But because He is talking to those who live in the desert, He is saying, I will let you stay in the shade. And at night, because it's extremely cold in the desert, at night time, there's a huge difference between day and night, you know, I will not make you feel the cold too. Be happy. Good news. What else?
ودانية عليهم ظلالها وذللت قطوفها تذليلا. And the shade will be close to them in the Jannah. And the trees will bring their fruit close to them so they may pick whatever they wish.
Wait. Guys, did you hear this? Like, I don't know how much Muhammad, I don't think he ever did watch cartoon. But guys, the tree will bring their fruit to us. Did you hear it? The tree, you don't go to the tree in the heaven of Allah. You don't go to the tree. Imagine how lazy you will be there. You will sit in your butt doing nothing except having sex. And when you get hungry, you say, hey tree, you, no, not the banana, or not the apple, no, not the orange, yes, come over, give me some, bananas, sorry, some orange, please. So the tree will walk to you. What is that for?
And the shade will be close to them in the Jannah. And the trees will bring their fruit close to them so they may pick whatever they wish.
See? The trees will come to you and you pick up whatever you want. You pick whatever you wish. Wow. Walking tree. La 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 la. This remind me of the hadith when Muhammad, he said when he was doing poo-poo, tree was moving around to keep him under the shade. Makes sense. All the stories of Muhammad make sense. Walking tree. Go ahead.
ويطاف عليهم بآنية من فضة وأكواب كانت قواريرا. And in the Jannah, as they are sitting on their thrones, it will be passed around to them glasses or cups of silver and crystal clear cups.
Guys, Allah promising you, you will have cups made of silver. Guys, silver and gold, can those be promise of God? Honestly, I'm asking an honest question. Who is the one who used silver and gold as a promises? Who care what, what, I don't like to drink with a, cup of silver. What about glass? Huh? But as we said, because those people, they are extremely poor. You will see a Muslim sitting and closing his eyes, man. A lot of food, trees walking for me and giving me the fruit. I don't have to walk even. I don't have to move my butt. I will be eating and having sex. And in the top of that, I will be drinking wine in the silver clear cups. Silver clear cups? I cannot believe it. So the God of Islam is talking to your brain as Satan do. Because this is what Satan do. He promised you physical, money, pleasure, not spiritual. Because Satan, he knew spiritual things doesn't work to promote his filth. Doesn't work. Because he himself is not about spiritual, he is about physical. He can give you sex, he can give you money, he can give you bread, he can give you wine, he can give you cake, he can give you whatever, his silk, all kind of clothes you want. But he cannot give you spiritual things. Because if you miss it, you cannot give it. Now this video is over. We will continue in the coming video. Follow with me, please. Please watch them all and give them to all. The description of paradise according to Islam. Thank you. Jesus is Lord. Islam is false. And Muslim women, I will convert to Islam. Get ready. I'm coming for you. What a garbage religion. Peace of Christ to everyone. This is the description of Islamic paradise number 2. And I want people to listen carefully, because in here we are trying to analyze and to study the way the one who wrote the Quran, how he is trying to convince you to accept Islam. Because the reward is what Muslims are looking for. Like everything they do for what? For the reward. From understanding the reward of Islam, we will understand what Islam is about. So now we will listen to an Islamic scholar as the first part. He will continue reading for us from his Quran, and we will see what the God of Islam is talking about, and we will help you to understand more about this God. Let us go.
Made of silver, but yet they are crystal clear. And they will be given to them. And they will have the measure of whatever they wish to have.
Okay, we will stop in here. You know, if you go and listen to the first one, you will see that the God is promising them clothes of silk, couches, air conditioning. You will sit in the shade and you will not feel the heat or the cold. Then now he is saying the measure of whatever you wish. Guys, do you know how extremely bad this promise? When God, he said to me, I will give you the measure of whatever you wish. When God, he said to you, whatever you wish, it's mean whatever you wish. Correct?
Made of silver, but yet they are crystal clear. And they will be given to them. And they will have the measure of whatever they wish to have.
Okay. Now, let us say I am a Muslim, I went to the heaven of Islam, and Allah, he is promising me to have whatever I wish, and I did wish to have the wife of Muhammad in my bed. Can Allah say no? You are saying to me, you just promise Allah that whatever, when you say whatever, it's mean whatever. When you say whatever you wish to have, the measure of whatever, like, you know what? Use your imagination. And whatever it's mean, whatever too. Like, if a man, he went to the heaven of Islam and he want to sleep with Muhammad himself. He want to do bang bang to Muhammad. He's a gay. You just promise him that you will have the measure of whatever you wish. If we ask Muhammad, is it true that your God, he said, whatever I wish to have, you will have? He will say yes. Then if I say to him, what if there is somebody is going to bang you? You know, he wished to bang you. For some reason, maybe because he loves you too much. You know, he's a gay and he loves you too much. Is your God Allah going to do his wish? Muhammad cannot say no. Because the Quran says, whatever you wish. What if I go to heaven of Allah and I wish to have all Muslim women in my bed, in the world? And you know, this is unlimited, we can make unlimited wishes, and this will prove to us that this God is a big filthy liar. Because you cannot make these wishes for everyone. What if the same man, he wished the same woman, and there is another million man, they wish to have the same woman? What he will do? How they can have her all? Are we getting the point? So this God is just trying to fool you, saying to you, whatever you wish to have. But the fact, think about it, Can somebody say to you whatever you wish to have? Even if he's God. Even if he's God. Because as long my wish, it can be a woman, and this woman is only one. What God will do? The only way maybe he will create, he will make a copy. It's not going to work. Because I want the one, that woman. Each one of us, let us say we are 100 men, we want to have one woman, and we don't want copy, because you promise us to have whatever we wish. We want that woman, not a copy. Copy is a copy. I want that woman. Any other copy is not going to be that woman anymore. It's just a copy. So in here, we will see that this God, or whoever made this Quran, he is just fooling those Bedouin people who have no idea how to think about it. Like, they are poor people, they have no education. We are talking about a Muslim who believed that Muhammad, he fly to Allah with a donkey have 2 wings. We are talking about a Muslim who believed that the King Salman or the Prophet Salman, he fly from Damascus all the way to Yemen in the top of a flying carpet, and there's more than 1 million human being and animal and donkey and horses and soldier, etc. in the top of that flying carpet. This is what we are talking about. Those are the people we are talking to. And this will show you that those people, when we say they are brainwashed, this is a very wrong word to say. A Muslim man is not a brainwashed. He have no brain, because you cannot believe in this and you have a brain. Wash in what? If you have a brain, you have a brain. You cannot wash a brain. So when your God says to you, I will give you whatever you wish to have, ask yourself a very simple question. What if many of us have the same wish? Wish to have the same woman. And even, what if a Muslim woman, wish to have 2 million men in her bed to have sex with them? You just said whatever you wish. And a Muslim woman is a Muslim too. But the fact, all of us, we knew that a Muslim woman, she will never have any wish. Because she herself is a wish of someone. And I challenge any Muslim to show me that she can wish whatever she want to wish. From here we will understand that this God is saying words he don't mean, because he is a liar. And you know what? Come and work for me and build my house and die for me. And when you die, one day I will give you 1 million mountain of gold. This is what Allah is saying. When you die, I will give you a lot of women for sex. I will give you money and honey and milk. But now he can give nothing. Let us continue.
They will have to the measure of whatever they wish to have. وَيُسْقَوْنَ فِيهَا كَأْسًا كَانَ مِزَاجُهَا زَنْجَبِيلًا. And in the Jannah they will be given a cup of wine. Not the wine that makes you intoxicated. A cup of wine. Wine that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made as a reward for the people of the Jannah. They will be given a cup of wine, and mixed in it is zanjabil.
Wait. Guys, Allah is promoting his whiskey. Because he knew that those Arab Bedouin people, they love to drink. So you know what? It doesn't make sense you invite them to paradise, have women, have food, have milk, have honey. There is something missing. What is missing? The wine. They love wine. And look at him. He's saying, by the way, the Quran never say if they are going to be drunk or not. And you know what? Wine is a wine. It means there is alcohol. Because if there is no alcohol, it's not going to be a wine anymore. And if this wine is a wine, if I'm getting drunk or not, it's not going to make a difference. It's a wine. So Allah is saying to me, I will give you the ability to drink as much as you want, but you will not get drunk. But still, it's a wine. And the Quran says in one of the verses that The wine is one of the dirt of Satan, is the made of Satan. So Allah will buy the made of Satan, the product of Satan, and put it in the paradise of Allah. As you see, this is Surah 5, verse number 90, and the translation is kind of funny because in Arabic it says إِنَّمَا الْخَمْرُ, which means the wine is the made, and gambling, etc., is made of Satan. So Allah is going to buy the made of Satan, import it to the heaven of Allah, but all what He will do, He will make you not to be drunk. So this is the heaven of Islam, showing us that this guy who is making this heaven is just trying to fool those people and giving them promises. All of it is full of garbage. Wine, women, etc. Let us continue. Here we go.
A spring that is flowing in the Jannah is named Salsabila.
Wait. You know, this video will not be enough actually for this. You know, so we will continue in the coming video because that coming topic is very important and I don't want to make it at the end of the video. So guys, sorry that we are going slow studying verse by verse, but it's better to study slow and understand than going fast and getting nothing out of it. Follow with me with the coming video. Jesus is Lord, Islam is false. Ameen. Thank you. Peace of the Lord Jesus Christ to everyone. This is the paradise number 3, video number 3, and we will start from where we stopped last time, continuing analyzation for the Quran. So let us listen together and try to understand what Islam is about, because as we said, from understanding the reward of paradise in Islam, we will understand what Islam and what is Muslims about. Listen carefully.
And in the Jannah they will be given a cup of wine, not the wine that makes you intoxicated, a cup of wine. Wine that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made as a reward for the people of the Jannah. They will be given a cup of wine and mixed in it is zanjabil. عَيْنًا فِيهَا تُسَمَّى سَلْسَبِيلًا. A spring that is flowing in the Jannah is named Salsabila. وَيَطُوفُ عَلَيْهِمْ وِلْدَانٌ مُخَلَّدُونَ إِذَا رَأَيْتَهُمْ حَسِبْتَهُمْ لُؤْلُؤًا مَنْثُورًا. And coming around them as they are sitting on their raised thrones will be servant boys who have everlasting youth. And when you see them from far, you would think that they are scattered pearls.
Okay. I think what you heard is not my made. This is Quran. So nobody can say this is unbelievable, this is not true, this is a lie. The Quran never say that. According to Muhammad, each Muslim man, he will have 300 boys at least and 72 women 72 women at least. Now, you know, we hear always Muslims talking about slavery, and they go and they talk to the black African American and they say to them, you know, do you see what the white man did to you? Do you see what the white man made out of you? You know, but you know, this is maybe a different topic and somehow, but it's not. Because all of us, we knew that the white American, he was getting the black African from Africa, and all the African coast is controlled by the Arab Muslims. And the Arab Muslims, they are the one who was kidnapping the black African, selling the black African to the white European man. But the European man, he was not doing what he was doing because Jesus Christ, he told him he can do so. But the Muslim, he was doing that because his God told him you can do so. And I will make a video, I promise you, about slavery in Islam and the biggest crime in humanity, which approved big time in Islam. You will see some Muslims saying in the Bible it's approved to have slaves. It's not true. You know, all what the Bible do teach, how you do live your life in the way it is. do this and do that and etc. In Islam, it's saying it clearly that you can do, buy, sell, kidnap. You are the one as creating slavery. And the God of slavery is the God of Islam. Because all of us, we knew even that the Jewish themselves, they've been enslaved, the whole nation, by the Egyptian and by the Babylon. So the nation of Israel was a slave nation. They've been enslaved, the whole nation. Have you ever heard in the history about the whole nation being enslaved? The Jewish people don't blame anyone except, this is what happened. This is how people used to live. But we don't see a Jewish man saying, let us go and hate the Egyptian. Did you see any Jewish saying, let us destroy Egypt because Egypt one day did enslave us? But the Muslims, they try to play the game of slavery with the black African American because those people, they are, they went through very hard time, and it's hard to forget that, what, one day my grandfather, he was a slave, and a slave is not an easy word to say. So the Muslims, they use that trying to convert those people, fooling them to Islam. But the fact, who is the one who was capturing you as a slave? Who is the one who was buying you? Who was the one is selling you? It was the Muslim. Go and see all the African coast. It's controlled, all of it, by Muslims. And no slave can go through the beach without without the permission of the Muslims. Especially at that time, the Muslims were so strong. The European, they have no power there. In any way, we heard the God of Islam saying that he will give you as a Muslim, as a reward, a lot of boys, and those boys, as the scholar he described them, they are servant boys. We heard him, right? Saying servant boys. But the fact, there is no boys can serve anyone. Boys, they can serve you. Let us listen carefully again.
Who have everlasting youth. And when you see them from far, you would think that they are scattered pearls. وَإِذَا رَأَيْتَ ثَمَّ will be servant boys who have everlasting youth. And when you see them from far, you would think that they are scattered pearls. وَإِذَا رَأَيْتَ ثَمَّ رَأَيْتَ نَعِيمًا.
Okay, guys, if the God of Islam is God of justice, and I am pointing my question for people who they are black African and they are Muslims. How you accept you are the one who was under slavery for long? You are the one who is who did fought for his freedom, and actually the white people, they are the one who gave you the freedom. The same people who enslave you, many of them, they are the ones who supported you against slavery, because not every white man, he did slavery or he supported slavery. And you can go and see the history and you will see a lot of white people, they were side by side during that time with the African American, supporting you to have your freedom. But now this is not the question. How you accept yourself to belong to a religion, the God of that religion saying to you, I will give you 300 boys as slaves. Are we double standard? When I am a slave, I refuse it. But when I will have a slave, it's okay. If you are against slavery, you should refuse slavery. If you believe slavery is not fair, it's not justice, how you explain to me the God of Islam is going to give me 300 boys? And as you heard, I'm not the one who said they are boys. Those are innocent boys. And why? Boys, they need me to serve them. And listen carefully. When you was a slave, or your grandfather, he was a slave. He was a slave for maybe lifetime, maybe 15 years, maybe 20 years. or maybe until he die. But those boys will be slaves forever, for eternity. Because remember, this is heaven of Allah. So what kind of heaven and what kind of God, even in his heaven, he will give me slaves? Is that a heaven? I thought heaven is the land of justice. But it's very clear, heaven is the land of abuse, child abuse, and women abuse. Don't forget the 72 women, they are sex slaves. Do they have a choice to leave? Do they have a choice not to go and be women for sex? No. All those will be given to you by Allah as slaves. Listen carefully again.
Will be servant boys who have everlasting youth. And when you see them from far, you would think that they are scattered pearls.
And why they are so beauty? Why they are so pretty? You see, it's not only he is promoting his religion by saying to you, I will give you boys. And all of you heard the word boys. No, they will be so beauty. Now why they will be so beauty? Beauty, when you look at the beauty of a human, you know, this is something sexual. Like what if I am an ugly? I'm not a human anymore. So only boys who they are beauty, they will be serving you. And this is telling us and give us another face about Allah. Who is Allah? Boys who they are extremely pretty, and they will stay in their age forever, which means they will never grow. I will continue this topic more in the coming video. Please follow with me. I hope you are enjoying the analyzation of this filthy religion, the God of slavery, the one who will give us, even in the heaven, slaves, sex slave, boys, women, and he have no justice because he is evil, he is Satan. Jesus is Lord, Islam is false. Ameen. Thank you.